Hey, what is up guys, and welcome back to another video. It actually feels great to say that, it's been so long. Maybe the professionalism that I've been trying to do, maybe we need to relieve that every now and then. But no, today I want to talk about me. I wanted to talk about the personal systems that I am putting together, because yes, two systems are going to be put together. And I need your help in deciding what to put in them, what scheme to go for, and generally speaking I want this to sort of be a little bit more of a community project rather than just something I do in my spare time. At the moment I'm using a bit of a Frankenstein system, and it's fair to say I'm between builds. I'm currently using the Corsair Spec 04 tempered glass case with an Asus X299 Strix board, i9-7900X and a GTX 1080 Ti Poseidon. I've had very few qualms with the appearance of the system, and for such a cheap case I think it looks awesome. I only really used it for a review, but it's rather really grown on me. The 32GB of RAM as well is RGB, it's the new Spectrix XPG from ADATA, and in combination with the purple LED strips I think it looks fantastic. Unfortunately though, there are a load of issues with this system that need to be ironed out, and as such this is definitely not permanent. I'll start by saying loads of you have noticed that it says activate Windows a lot of the time in the B-roll that I use for my shots, and yes, it annoys me as much as you. And the reason for having this is because this was actually never meant to be my system. This was the same SSD I used in one of my temporary builds for the channel, and it's running a version of Windows 10 Pro, and the license key that I have is Windows 10 Home, so it won't work. So I've been sort of saving all of this for a clean install, and then I can actually get that thing sorted. But realistically the main issue isn't that. I can definitely get over a little watermark. The main issue is that the system at the moment is way too powerful for this case, and it just puts out too much heat. So if I play games, the thing just thermal throttles, and the way I've got around this is by taking the side panel off completely whenever I'm gaming, which definitely isn't ideal, and it's not really something I think Mr. PC Centric should have to do every single time he wants to play a game at max details. So what I essentially propose to do is put together a new editing system, and I did talk about this a little bit before, but it's just taken so long to materialise. And this is going to be a water cooling project. It's going to be the first time I've ever done it. I haven't water cooled anything apart from using an all-in-one liquid cooler, so I'm really looking forward to doing it. But I'm still a little bit undecided on things like the colour scheme and then the exact components that are gonna sort of go in it. Obviously the core components are going to stay the same, the Asus motherboard, graphics card, RAM and stuff like that, but a lot of the other stuff is up in the air. So if you have a particular colour scheme, or maybe some fans that you want to go in there, I'm probably thinking Corsair ML, RGB or LL at the moment series fans. I probably should say that the case is also undecided, but I'm definitely leaning more towards the NZXT 700i at the moment, as this looks quite cool. It's the sort of appropriate sized, and it's a more premium looking case that I think would do this system justice. But again, I haven't decided yet, so if you have any ideas, please do let me know. But of course, I told you that there are going to be two new systems and two new computers that I'm putting together. So what about this second one? Well actually this one is where I really would love you to get involved, because this one is definitely a lot more up in the air than my personal editing system. What I'm doing is aiming to put together the ultimate gaming bedroom. So I remember a few years back, I don't know why I have to look into the sky to remember these things, but I remember a few years back I had like a very tiny little computer screen that I was using as a monitor with some very basic speakers that I'd sort of rigged up in like a cinema configuration. I had the PlayStation Move, the works, and I loved it. I want to take that sort of level of enthusiasm of putting everything you can into such a tiny space, but make it a lot more 21st century and really go balls to the wall and trying to make it look just excellent in every sort of field. So I've already ordered some stuff for Black Friday. You guys, if you follow me on Twitter, will have already seen this. A new 55-inch TV and a Dolby Atmos AV receiver has now turned up, because yes, we're going for a full 4K HDR gaming setup with Atmos in a bedroom, and it's going to be pretty insane. Asus have already sent out the motherboard for this build, the Z370G Strix. And yes, I'm actually quite excited to say that it's going to be an M80X system for a change, as we don't really see that many of them, so I'm really looking forward to putting this thing together. The gaming horsepower is going to be supplied by the ROG Strix GTX 1080, and I'll even consider going SLI if it can't quite cut the mustard in the 4K titles that I'll be playing. But this is definitely where you guys come in, because while the overall project will be sponsored by Cooler Master, as they're helping me put together this entire gaming bedroom, there's plenty of room for manoeuvre, and there's a lot of cool stuff coming that I can't really talk about just yet. But going further than that, the overall room and the overall vibe, what sort of thing do you think I should go for? What is cool, if you like, these days? I'm thinking that once I've done my soft water cooling on the editing PC, I can maybe start a hardline on this system and then have it as the real centerpiece. But it's very much in the late ideas stage at the moment, so any suggestions, whether it's colour scheme, components, games you want me to play, or ideas, or even furniture for the ultimate gaming bedroom, really want to hear what you guys have to say, because I assure you I will be using some of your advice. A massive thank you for you guys for checking out this video anyway. I know it was a little bit more of an update video, but hopefully you guys do enjoy this, because I haven't talked about my own system in about a year, so which is pretty poor. If you want to see some setups as well, if you want to see a setup of everything I've got now and trying to make it all neat and tidy, I don't know, this is where you come in. Let me know down in the comments section below. If you had £1 for every time I've said that this video, you'd probably be quite rich by now. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. A massive thank you to ROG for sponsoring the channel, and of course to Cooler Master for this upcoming room conversion project that I'm so looking forward to doing. Like the video if you liked it, and I'll catch you in the next one.